to lose the plot, you kind of have to have it to start with. That's really where that's my excuse.
Oh, I thought you were making a commentary about me.
I mean, if you want to think that was about you, Stu, then you think that was about you.
I was about to get all offended then.
I thought plot was Dom's domain.
Yeah.
Well, exactly like I said. In order to lose it, you have to have it to start with. So your guess is as good as mine. What happens next, I guess. Dear. Welcome back, listeners, to Tales from the 20 Side, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, and I'm your GM for this game and for many others. And I'm joined by Stu.
Hello.
I'm joined by Neil.
Hello.
I'm joined by Darren.
Hello.
And joined by Amy.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. How is everyone? Are we all right?
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Sleepy, tired,
Fucking livid.
hacked off.
Fucking
Stu has something he wants to say,
livid.
I think.
Absolutely. I am appalled, livid. It is the end of the fucking world because they have changed the definition of literally. It no longer means literally, and I am. That's it. I am done with society.
You are literally pissed off.
So what does literally mean now?
Doesn't mean literally.
Yeah.
So what means literally?
It means really. As in, like, very.
Okay.
Which is not fucking literal.
Was there like a petition to change it?
So what has taken the place of the word formerly known as literally? The artist formerly known as literally?
It's just
literally
a symbol.
Nothing.
Very nothing doesn't make sense in a sentence, Stu.
I think was it Victoria Beckham in her autobiography? She mentioned her mum, and she said she's literally the best mum in the world, and nobody batted an eyelid.
I mean, one thing I will say.
That's how I guess used. It literally just means really.
Just to play devil's advocate here a little bit. Language is a very fluid, flexible, and malleable thing, and it does change and evolve as time goes on.
How dare you? How dare you? No, grammar is eternal. Spelling is eternal.
No, it's not. I mean,
No, it
it's really
literally
not.
isn't. But you know,
innovation used to be a negative term. Enthusiasm used to be a negative term. It used to imply a mania. There's a famous gravestone of a bishop who said he performed his duties diligently and without enthusiasm, which is a good thing then.
yeah. But Neil, you and I are old farts, and yes, enthusiasm and innovation are fucking negative things.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Ladd, calm down.
Kids,
Get off your machine,
my
Bernie.
lawn. That's all I can say.
No. Stu is a language Luddite. We've just learned. No.
just learned.
I like my language. I do love language and words. You know.
You're very good at them words, Stu.
Words
Suddenly lost the ability.
become
to...
difficult.
Yeah.
Language and words. There we go. Tune in next week for more for more lectures on etymology with Stu Jackson.
Etymology. That's the one.
I almost said entomology. I was like, no, that's a study of insects. That's something else entirely.
This week's episode of Tales from the 20 Side was brought to you by the letter J for juicy and the number 69.
Grandiloquence, that's what I enjoy. Grandiloquence. I like big words.
Speaking
Could
of
you explain that word for me? Because I don't know what it means.
Grandiloquence is when you use a big word when, you know, it's grand words, it's eloquent words, it's...
So is that like facetious?
Using grandiloquent words may be a facetious thing.
It means when you call a spade a manual excavating tool.
No, that's just being salubrious, Neil.
Yes.
Is it? No, salubrious means something else, doesn't it?
I know what it means.
I don't know.
I
These are all big words.
I'll tell you what, Stu. On that kind of vein, and I suspect you probably already subscribed to this, but there is a Facebook page called Grandiloquent Word of the Day, which is just about the best thing on social media these days.
I have their calendar.
Do you? Fantastic. I really feel like we've had this conversation before. I'm getting a strong sense of deja vu from this
I posed naked for that calendar. I don't. Yeah. Would you like to see some pictures of me naked?
They don't have photos on.
I'm getting confused.
I suspect you were just taken advantage of by someone who really didn't know what they were getting in.
Is Stu back
together. Yeah, I'm here. I'm talking to you.
It says it's recording again. I can't see or hear Stu.
That is really
we
weird
can.
because
Well, I can see and hear everyone.
Yeah, I see all of you. Stu is looking particularly clear now on my screen compared to before.
Actually, he is, yeah.
According to me, Stu is looking like a little blue camera box that says loading video beneath it.
okay.
Oh, blimey.
Today is technical difficulty day.
Maybe it is. Oh, not another technical gremlin day, please. Please, no.
We love these days.
Oh, they are just the best. We get so much done. Now, right, I'm gonna relog.
Yeah, third time lucky with the recording.
Third time lucky. I think we're back. I hope we're back. Zencaster is amazing, but my god, is it buggy as fuck. And I wish it supported Firefox. But,
you've just crashed their stock, don't you? You've just made some rich men very unhappy.
Don't you dare use the word crash when we're having this many issues. But when you say it's buggy as fuck, that would be an entomologist dream.
That would be an entomologist.
I can imagine Rishi Sunak going on the news and saying, "Well, we were just getting over the COVID pandemic, and we were just sort of finding our way in the post-Brexit reality." But then, Dom fucking said this thing about Zencaster and crashed the. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. And that's why you're all poor now.
If that's all it takes to bankrupt Rishi Sunak, I will do it again every day of the week.
That's pretty much what it takes. Yeah, crash the British economy, piece of piss.
Slimy
I
little
think
weasel.
Neil's making a reference to the fact that they will blame fucking anybody but themselves.
That's very true.
Because that's true.
Anyway, yes. So we are now back. I think we're back into our intro.
Literally back.
Literally back.
Literally.
We're very back.
We're very back.
We're really back.
Really very back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Haven't seen
Literally
what
back.
Susie Dent. I haven't seen what Susie Dent has to say about this.
I think. I mean, at the end of the day, she does not write the dictionary. She merely quotes the dictionary. So surely
she has
is
opinions on it.
Probably not very valid one.
Whoa.
I mean, what it says.
We've just sucked all the air out of the
Before you take out your collective torches and pitchforks, what I mean is, her opinion is probably not going to get it changed back to being the way it was. That's all I'm saying.
You underestimate Ms. Dent.
I underestimate the dent.
Yeah, I mean, gotta say, she's probably up there as one of my top 5 celebrity crushes.
Is she?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like a cerebral woman.
Do you ever play Celebrity Bum Cakes?
Oh God, you've already done this one, Neil. We've done this on the show. We are not doing it again. Dom, can you please start the game for the love of God? For the love of anything unholy, holy, anything you like.
I missed everything in that because you were both just yelling over each other. What happened? Who hurt
Nothing.
You? Who hurt
Neil wants to talk about celebrity bum cakes again.
Okay, yeah, that ship has sailed.
Okay. Be playing on my own then.
Yes, you do that.
Yeah, you can play Celebrity Bum Cakes whilst you're watching your shin kicking. Or oh dear, what is going? What even is this? How long were we going for before we lost it the first time? No.
Oh, I think we actually got into the game.
We didn't get into the game.
Today?
I can tell you
No, we didn't today, but I think before we actually started playing the game.
No, we got like
Let's
5
play a
minutes.
game.
We're like about 8.5 minutes, 9 minutes in. Yeah.
Oh dear, what is going on? I feel like the world is just crumbling around me. I can see if I look carefully at my wall, I can see just the flakes of the void appearing behind it.
Dom, you now know exactly how I
That's
feel
just
about
dumb.
the word literally.
Very.
Stu feels literally strongly about the word literally.
Literally.
He's
I'm
literally
sorry.
having a drink now.
I'm sorry, I'll stop. I will stop. Oh dear,
Anyway.
right. So Pathfinder, folks? How what's everyone thinking? How did you find your little tour of the Bonegrinder last week?
I need to clean out my nostrils because that stank.
Did not smell good.
No.
Probably a lot of foreign gunk in there after your little journey around. Stu, how's Alwyn feeling about discovering that one of his fingers is horribly cursed?
He's actually more curious than anything. I mean, it's not hurt. He's not lost his ability to wield his sword. It doesn't actually seem to be impacting me in any perceivable negative way.
Yet.
So it's more a matter of curiosity. And as a medic, he'd know that, like, if you cut off circulation to a finger, yes, it would probably look like it does, but he knows it's not that because he can still feel it. And yeah, he's curious.
Very, very curious. Fair enough. Well then, with that in mind, shall we maybe try and find out what that ring does today?
I think we have a more pressing matter to deal with.
You do, but I'm just saying, in case you find out in the course of interacting with Lord Igorin and getting into Bonegrinder, or excuse me, whatever it is you're going to do. But, so actually, just before we kind of get into the game, I will give you guys just a few minutes to kind of talk about the end of last week's episode, because I'm very aware that I kind of threw this NPC at you. Didn't really have much chance to discuss what your plan was. So if you just want to take a few minutes to talk about amongst yourselves, feel free to.
Well, I don't know whether this is a good idea, really.
He's definitely a vampire.
You always say that. Sometimes you're right. I'll give you that. But yes,
I mean, how do you tell
Alwyn has
it's a
never been
vampire?
right about that.
you have. It might be a fluke, but you were right about something.
No, he's never been right about it.
Do we? So what? We knew that he was the cousin of Queen.
Well, Otto and Amos did.
So that I do have a very small correction. He is not one of Elvana's cousins. He is one of her younger sons.
Younger.
That makes all the difference.
But he is related to her.
Oh, yeah, that is actually quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
'Cause he's her baby.
yeah.
I will also add to that as part of the same society check, you would know that Elvana has many children.
Okay.
And,
so she doesn't care about
So
her
she
kids,
won't
then.
miss one.
He's not like the eldest or something.
Oh yeah, because you always
that
go for the firstborn in the fairy tales.
Or the
don't they?
seventh son.
You're aware that Queen Elvana has many children amongst the Jadwiga, and she treats them all with a similar level of disdain. I mean, they're still her children. She's still going to care about them, but yeah.
So we were getting a thing. The what was it? C word. It's not the C
Pencil
word.
sharpener.
Is that what we're actually
commemorative item.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why Alwyn wants a pencil sharpener.
Exit through the gift shop.
All right. I think that we do not want to cause a fuss. Do we? No,
It's an opportunity,
I don't think it's...
isn't it? I mean, look. So, Alwyn's view. I'll put out Alwyn's view, and then we'll decide what we decide. But Alwyn thinks, right, if the guy is evil, I fucking just take him out. If we decide he's evil,
I do think.
I mean, I don't think there's anything to suggest that he's evil yet.
In front of us.
I'm just
That's
imagining
why we're meeting
evil?
him. Is to determine whether or not he's evil.
I'm just imagining that episode of Family Guy where they're at like airport security and the guy's got a swatch of different colours and Alwyn's just there like evil, not evil, as he looks down his little list.
Alwyn is absolutely 100% not racist at all. He's evil.
Sorry, Amy, I didn't mean to talk over you there.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, like, I mean, we're just coming to say hello. We've got no indication that he's evil.
No, we're
whatsoever.
coming to find out if he's evil. That's the whole purpose of us meeting him.
No, we've come to find the people who've gone missing.
Should we kill him in case he's evil?
Do we?
And not give him the benefit of the doubt.
I can't just kill just people that we just meet for the first time.
Alwyn thinks
That's
he
not
must
how
be
you
evil
make
because he
friends.
runs the Bonegrinder.
Just because it's got an evil sounding name and he looks a bit evil doesn't mean that he's evil. And it does smell pretty evil down there.
Just because she's choking 14 kittens and punching a child in the face doesn't
I've
mean
not
he's
seen
evil.
it.
I have the benefit of editing the episodes, and the last thing you said, Amy, on the description of Lord Igorian was, "Oh yeah, he's evil."
Yeah, but you don't know that. just because someone's like got that Disney evil green like vibe doesn't always mean that they're evil.
Okay,
but
I'll let your nose.
Every time you say his name, a lightning bolt just drops down off camera. not evil at all. Not evil at all.
No. Okay, well, fine. If he's evil, then we can kill him.
I bet Neil will get this, when we say like his name's Lord Igorin. It's Lord Igorian. Neil.
Lord Igorian.
No, Neil don't get. Oh no. If you've not watched Young Frankenstein either.
Not for a very, very, very long time.
Okay. Am I just showing my age now?
I saw it at the cinema to show my age.
Anyway, yeah, that's what Alwyn thinks, but we'll do what we do.
Okay, well, you can do the talking on this one then.
No, you so again, with the benefit of editing, Della specifically wanted to do the talking.
Yes, Della,
this was the tour. I didn't suggest this. I was going to do the talking with the guard and the tour as I arranged that, but this was your idea.
Maybe it's time to let your fists do the talking. Or your sword do the talking.
This person's quite tall, yes?
I mean, certainly from Della's perspective, yes, he is.
Yeah, no.
However, he is probably closer to. He's about the average height for a human. Little bit shorter than Amos and Alwyn. As mentioned before, has this sort of long jet black hair that cascades most of the way down the front of his chest. The hair itself is completely down. Just sort of folds all the way down, and it's weird as it kind of drops over his robes. The hair it starts to become hard to tell where the hair ends and where his robe begin. Because his robes are this sort of deep purple and midnight blue color, kind of wearing body.
His hair.
Like his hair, yeah. And his
sounds fabulous.
He is pretty fabulous because in addition to that, you see his eyes are a vibrant emerald green, and you can see his arms, which because his robes are entirely sleeveless, his arms are covered with glowing lines of very intricate-looking tattoos that cross all the way across his arms.
Evil.
One of which you can see on his left hand. There is a very stylized-looking tattoo. What looks to be a purple four-eyed cat.
A badly drawn cat.
It's actually not badly drawn. It's very, very well drawn. It's very stylized. Although this tattoo of the cat kind of stands out on his skin, it does seem to fit with the rest of the tattoos, kind of all up his arms and stuff. Very, very artfully done.
Appreciate that.
So as he steps out of the Pale Tower and kind of presents himself to all of you, he looks at the small crowd in front of him. He says, "Yes, who of you is next, seeking a commemorative purchase from home?"
I'll give Alwyn a little kick in the shins.
Ow! I suppose that's me then. Hello. Yes. Pencil sharpeners and erasers. Where would I find that? And aren't you cold without any sleeves?
What is this pencil sharpener and eraser you speak of?
It's something scribes use to, for their tools, for the writing of things.
Artists as well.
Yes, commemorative. It's to commemorate. They quite often they come with maybe pictures drawn on them, or with names like the Bonegrinder. Do you not have her? You're missing out on a money spinner there.
What is the name of the individual you wish a piece of?
I think we're talking at cross purposes here.
No. Who are we looking for again? Do we have a name for anyone we're looking for? Because I'm whispering to you now. Because if we know a name of someone we're looking for, and he says, "Oh yes, I can give you a commemorative item," there's a piece of that person. Then we know he's evil, and we kill him on the spot.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yes, can I take a recall knowledge or see if we've been told the name of any of the prisoners?
You haven't been told the name of any of the of the cell. At least I don't think I've given you a name.
No, I don't remember one.
What is the cell called again? Can I recall knowledge?
It's the Knights of Summer's Return.
Yes, the Heralds of Summer's Return
Heralds,
are the people you're working for.
Oh yes, we want a piece of the Heralds of Summer's Return, don't we? Tell him that.
Yes. I don't know the name of the person, but they're a prisoner, I believe. One of the Heralds of Summer's Return. Yes, that's what we're here for. If you haven't got any erasers.
Interesting. Please step this way. We can talk in. We should discuss this in private.
I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Alwyn's going to cautiously and trepidatiously go forward.
This
Looking
way.
round at the others.
This way, please. He ushers you toward the door of the Bonegrinder, Alwyn, and you watch as he kind of has his hands behind his back the entire time, and as he approaches the door, you see his hair reaches out and twists the door handle open. The door opens, and he ushers you inside.
His hair opens like tendrils.
Yes.
Did you see what I just saw?
Yes.
I think we're going to have a bad hair day.
Yes.
Well, let's follow him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go and have a chat with the nice man. I mean, we're only here on behalf of someone else. We're adventurers, you see, doing a quest for someone who wanted, was anti they want proof of his death or something. I don't know.
Interesting. We can discuss this further upstairs.
Okay.
He ushers you inside, Alwyn.
Okay. Alwyn's going to follow.
As Otto, as you go to follow, he Lord Igorin puts a hand out. Why do you seek to enter the Bonegrinder, dwarf?
I must follow my master.
Yes, he's with me. We're all together, all 4 of us, 5 of us really, if you count Chardonnay.
Are you? Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, then perhaps you'd all like to come with me upstairs.
Yes, we would. I'm sorry, I spoke out of turn, master.
Yes. Deal with you later.
Spank me soundly again.
Oh, God.
I'll put on my special pants.
No!
My
Stop.
frilly knickers
Stop.
for when you spank me, master.
Anyway, yes, I'll follow him.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm sure this will end well.
You are all ushered back into the Bonegrinder. Obviously, Della and Amos, you've not long since been inside this place. Lord Igorin sort of gestures off to the staircase, off to the right hand side as you all enter. Oh, proceed up to my office. Have some privacy there. What's everybody's perception DCs? So your perception score is 10.
Mine is
20.
11.
9.
20.
So your perception score plus 10.
Oh, that'd be 19.
21.
19.
And for Alwyn?
20.
20. Okay. So as you all begin making your way upstairs, some of you see, DC's gone. There they are. Okay. Alwyn and Della, you are the only 2 who notice this. You watch as you begin to ascend the stairs. Lord Igorin sort of hangs back at the base of the stairs. He gets the attention of a couple of Winter Guard with a wave of his hand, and they start to not silently, like they're not creeping after you, but they start making their way up the stairs behind you. Bong, bong. You make your way up the staircase.
As we're going up, then, upon noticing this, Alwyn's going to say loudly, basically to get everyone's attention, are these gentlemen going to join us for a chat as well?
Yes, they are. Keep walking.
He is a bit curt, master.
He is now. It's quite polite outside.
Right. Are you continuing up the stairs?
Yes. Can we? I must do as my master bids.
Alwyn's going to unhook his shield.
Whatever do you need that? Do you think you need that for?
I just let you carry it around, and it's for balance, really. It's not a weapon. Look, there's no shield boss on it or anything like that.
It's a curious thing to do as you're walking upstairs. Are you expecting trouble, half-elf?
I hope not.
Keep walking.
Okay. Alwyn would like to proceed with in the defend fashion.
We were talking about this earlier.
We mentioned actions. Yes.
So talk to me about the defend, Anna.
Defend is an exploration action where you move at half your travel speed, but with your shield raised. If combat breaks out, you gain the benefits of raising a shield before the first turn begins.
So as you start to proceed up the stairs, Alwyn, obviously with your shield very very much ready there, Lord Igorin once again calls out from behind you. Exactly what do you think you're doing with that shield, half-elf?
I just, call it a safety blanket, security blanket. What do we call them? Yes.
I don't think such things are necessary. You're in a place of safety, are you not? We're going to have a discussion. Unless you feel you have something to hide.
Oh, nothing to hide at all, no. No, it's good to know, but I've once bitten, twice shy. I've had some experiences, one might say.
Well, I'd suggest you walk a little bit faster, and as you're trying to walk at your half speed, you feel a knock on the back of your knee as one of these Winter Guard knocks your knee with theirs.
Be in a hurry or something.
No, and yes. I am a very efficient man, half-elf. I believe that time is money, and right now you are wasting my time. And nothing makes me angrier than having my time wasted. I suggest get a move on.
He invited us up here.
Yes, he did.
Yes. You wanted to talk to him.
Oh, fine. Alwyn will lower his shield and move at normal rate, but he's still going to keep hold of his shield.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. So yeah, you are all moved up the stairs, eventually coming to a wooden door on the side of what looks to be just a wooden cabin that's kind of suspended on the outside, on the inside of the windmill, and once again, Lord Igorin sort of steps past you. You see his hair opens the door for him again as he gets close, and he ushers you inside his office.
That's really very clever. You must use a lot of conditioner.
Yes, it's heading. I can't think of a pun. I'm not that quick-brained.
Can I do a detect magic?
Yeah, if you want.
I will detect magic. Wait a sec. Detect magic.
You just say, I cast detect magic, and then Dom tells you what you find.
Okay, I cast detect magic.
Yeah, and you cast detect magic. Yeah, there is magic. On and around Lord Igorin, there is magic.
All right.
Magic.
I thought so. It was the hair.
It puts him head and shoulders above the rest.
Ha ha ha. What a funny chap you are.
Maybe he's earned it, because he's worth it.
There we go. Yeah, so he ushers you inside this office. Says, "Please take a seat." Gestures to a row of they're not stools. There's a couple of very 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 plain looking benches along one wall.
That's very kind of you. I'd rather stand if it's okay. It's my back. If I sit down, I'll never get up again.
I'm going to sit down.
You make the mistake of assuming I'm asking.
It's very,
very rude.
Very, very forceful. Very bold.
You wanted to talk to us, not issue instructions. There's a difference.
Sit down, half-elf, for I lose my temper.
Alwyn's going to look at the others.
Bella's already sitting down.
Blorimus has just stood there because he's telling you to sit down. He hasn't told me to do anything.
All of you, sit down.
No, all right, I'll sit down.
Alwyn will sit down.
Interesting. Right. Now that we've got the formalities out of the way, I suppose. Let's begin with you telling me what you know of the Heralds of Summer's return. Why are you here asking for?
Nothing.
Asking for a friend.
Well,
Which friend? Who are they?
So, quiet slave. No, not exactly a friend. What it is, we've come to this city. We're adventurers. We come from far, far away, hence why we're so tanned, you see. And yes, we came through this portal, and we're looking for work hereabouts, and we've been asked by someone to come here and collect evidence that one of these heralds people that they're actually dead. So for which we're going to receive 5 gold pieces each. I mean, it seems like quite a lot of money for such a simple task, but yes.
I'll give you 10 gold pieces right now if you tell me who asked you for that information.
Get a name.
Well, then how are you going to claim your prize?
By meeting them in the tavern a bit later.
Which tavern?
What was the name of the tavern in the Midden? The one that Brother Amos had his.
That was it. That was in the Howlings, and
In
that
the
was
Howlings.
called
Burnished.
the Burnished Heart.
Burnished Heart. Yes, that's it. The Burnished Heart.
Interesting.
I can tell you, it was a very tall man, and he had this long white hair. It was almost graying out of his shoulders.
I'm sure you know him.
Very striking, brother.
There are a lot of individuals who fit that description within the Howling district.
Right. I'd have to take your word for it. Like I say, we're new here.
You
we
here?
can show.
New, yes. Recently arrived. You know, tourists. You know, people that maybe you might want to be a bit nicer to. You know,
Tourists?
might leave you a bad review.
I
Yes.
have no reason to be nice to any of you. You are seeing me at my politest at this moment.
Fuck.
Now, you say you are adventurers, you are tourists. Where have you come here from?
I've come from many different places. Originally I'm from the Golden Road, but I've travelled here and far. And what was the place we were in before the portal?
Taldor.
Taldor, yes. But found myself in Taldor, which is where I met up with these gentlemen. Yes, we were round in Taldor, and then, like I say, there was this weird swirly light show thingy that suddenly we're here. Well, not here. We ended up in a place called Woldsby.
Ah. Passed through Woldsby.
Did a long time ago now, yes. Like I say, been pick out bits and pieces of work.
How long ago?
Oh gosh.
It was before you met me.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yes. We met Della here. Yes. Well, after that. No, that must have been 5-6 weeks ago.
And whilst you were in Woldsby, did you visit a place known as the Pale Tower?
What?
Deception check, please, Alwyn.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that. Not a good one for me.
Can I try a charm spell?
Not bad. Total of 18.
Okay. I mean, Otto, you want to try your charm spell?
I'll try a charm spell, yes.
Oh shit.
Talk to me about charm.
To the target, your words are honey and your visage seems bathed in a dreamy haze. The target must attempt a will save with a +4 circumstance bonus if you or your allies recently threatened it or used hostile actions against it. If you use hostile actions against the target, the spell ends.
Okay. What is your spell DC, Otto?
My spell DC is 21.
That is a 32 on his will save, Otto. That is a critical success. What happens on a critical success, Otto?
The target is unaffected and aware that I tried to charm him.
I've got a few tricks of my own. Perhaps you'll be more cooperative after a spell in the dungeons.
Sorry,
And at that point, I need you all to roll perception, please.
Oh.
Roll initiative, folks.
Or initiative.
Come on.
18 for Alwyn.
15 for Della.
26.
25.
Oh, gosh.
25.
Now, just to remind the other players, going into rounds just means that it's time sensitive. Does not automatically mean I mean, it might mean combat, but it doesn't always follow. Sorry, that's probably for you to say, Dom. But
No, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
I just want to remind everybody who's going before me.
Right, so initiatives. Did anybody get over 30?
No.
Okay, 25 to 30.
26.
I've got 25.
25 for Amos. 20 to 25. No,
So
15 to 20.
Did you hear me say I had 26?
Yes, I did. 15 to 20.
Yeah, 18.
I got 15. And I got 15.
15 for Della. Unusually slow for Della.
Yeah. I'm sitting down, taking the load off.
Distracted by something.
Yeah, trying to avoid whatever's going on here.
Right.
I mean, casting a low-level spell against the offspring of the Queen of Witches. I'm just saying. I mean, Owen's not one for good ideas, but
I think things were going fairly south anyway, so I thought.
What's the quote? You don't take the shots you don't make, or something. What is that?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes, that's very true. Very true.
Right, so acting first is going to be Lord Igorin. And kind of as this spell from Otto washes over him and has no effect, he looks at all of you like all of you perhaps start to move in some sort of way. He says perhaps you'll be more cooperative after a spell in dungeons. And as he does so, he takes a step backwards away from the benches of you all. He lifts up a hand, and you see on his palm there is a tattoo of an eye, glows with a silvery light. And I need everybody to make a will save, please.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to ask a question here. Is he a witch because I get a bonus against witches?
What's giving you the bonus?
The feat Witch Warden.
Yes, this is he is a witch.
Right, and can I use a reaction of Divine Grace?
Depends on what type of bonus does each one give you.
Divine Grace, the trigger is you attempt to save against a spell before you roll.
Yep.
You call upon your deity's grace, gaining a +2 circumstance bonus to the save.
Okay, and what does Witch Warden say?
Witch Warden says you and your family, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus.
Okay, it's a circumstance bonus, so they don't stack. So you take the highest, which is +2 in this case.
Okay, so yeah. Okay. And sorry, this is a will save, isn't it?
It is, correct.
Right.
Is this affecting my emotions?
This is not affecting your emotions,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
23.
23.
7. I got 17.
I got 16.
I got 24.
Okay, so we have. Sorry. So what were your results again?
16.
24.
Critical failure. Failure.
17.
Failure.
23.
Failure. All of you, as he lifts his hand up, you all feel your eyes becoming very heavy, become very, very sleepy, and you all you all fight it for a second, and then you pitch to one side, and you all collapse asleep on the benches.
Shit. Oh, so Chardonnay got a 13.
Critical failure for Chardonnay. Chardonnay also falls asleep.
I was going to go, Chardonnay is now dead.
Chardonnay has been written out of the narrative.
But not before curling one off in the middle of the floor.
Fantastic. Okay, this has gone a very different way than I'd prepared for tonight. Okay.
Oh.
Alwyn, Della, and Amos, you groggily come to a short while later. You're not sure how long you were out for, but you know, but it was a reasonable amount of time, because you suddenly find that although you are still in Lord Igorin's office, you have been manacled, and all of your gear has been taken from you.
Have I still got my necklace?
You still have your necklace.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of anything obvious. So sort of swords, shields, that sort of thing, have all been taken from you, and you are all.
Do I still have my pants on?
Manacled. You still have your pants on.
Okay. So I didn't
I
get too
didn't take
worried.
everything. Phew.
And there are no cakes.
As the three of you come to, you sort of look around the floor of the office for a second, and Alwyn, you see that Chardonnay is still asleep on the floor, very, very, very much alive. You know, you can see Chardonnay Chardonnay breathing, that sort of thing. You can see there is a Winter Guardsman in the process of sort of securing Chardonnay as well. Otto is also spark out asleep still, snoring gently on the benches. Kind of as the three of you sort of groggily come to, Lord Igorin sort of stands back towards you once again. Huh. So some of you have some spirit. That's interesting. Let's see how long it takes for us to break that. Get them downstairs.
I was going to look at Della and say, it's talking about us having spirit. Definitely evil.
Okay, fine.
This is all you are able to say before you have these kind of cloth gags stuffed roughly into your mouths, followed by bags sort of thrown over your heads. You feel you are hauled to your feet by sort of several strong pairs of hands. You are kind of manhandled out of Lord Igorin's office, so you can't see any of this. You're going entirely by what you can hear and what you can smell. You find yourselves descending these stairs that you came up. You are led across what you presume to be the longer side of the packing floor, and you start going down into another set of stairs. And Della and Amos, you both catch a very familiar smell of kind of gore and flesh and all that sort of thing. As you presume you are led to the middle floor, the processing floor. You are all dragged through here a short way further. Perhaps you stumble here and there. Every time you do, you are lifted off your feet and carried further forward. And eventually, you find yourselves going down once again. The smell of the processing floor it is replaced with actually quite a clean smell. Della, you recall that Sergeant Araska said that slave quarters were kind of below the processing, so you assume that this is the area where they are housed. And as you're led through what feels like a maze of twisting and turning corridors, eventually you find yourselves going down once again. And as you start going down once again, you'll feel a chill as you are led, presumably down deeper into the ice and the snow beneath. You find your feet sort of hitting onto cold, hard stone as you enter the next chamber. You hear the screech and the grinding of metal doors, sort of creaking open as they're opened. And after a few minutes of this, of being dragged and carried and manhandled all the way down here, you feel you are all thrust into. You hear another metal grated door opening. You're all thrust inside, and here you hear the door close shut and lock as it does so. Here, two of the Winter Guard. You hear Lord Igorin's voice once again. Just says, "Leave them to stew for a little. I'll deal with them later." And after that, you hear the sound of footsteps as these individuals seem to walk away. The last thing that happens before the guards walk away entirely is they reach through whatever bars are holding you in place, and they pull the bags off of your heads. You find that you are in basically a metal cage that is kind of in a hollowed out section of rock and ice. So you can see that Otto and Chardonnay have been the unconscious forms of Otto and Chardonnay have been sort of laid on the ground in this place next to you. And yeah, that is the situation you find yourselves in.
It's not a good situation to be in.
Can I spit out the gag?
Yeah, you can do that. It's fine.
Alright. Yeah. Well.
I bet you're glad I did the talking now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll make that mistake again. Do you think you can get Otto awake?
I don't know. My hands are still manacled, yeah?
They are manacled, but it's at some point they were swapped for looser manacles. So you're not kind of bound hog-tied tight to your back, but you are still restricted and restrained.
Okay, and they're sort of manacled at the front of me, so I can presumably
yes.
I can feed myself and what
Yes.
have you.
Yes.
I need water about?
You sort of look around this chamber that you're in. You do see that there is a bucket of water just in the corner of this metal cage, and as you approach it, you see the surface of it is frozen solid.
I mean, I do.
We do have a companion
And then
that
I
can
can just
produce
grab
flame.
my neck.
Say again, Nero.
We do have a companion that can produce flame.
Yes, but he's unconscious.
We'll give him a kick and wake him up.
Oh, tempted to kick. No, that's just... Yes, we can use the water. Or, ice. Ice, yeah. If you can chip some ice off. There's no guards. Are there any guards about at all?
Give me a perception roll, Alwyn.
Oh, 19 on the dice for 29.
Pretty good. You kind of listen to the steps of these guards. Kind of brought you down here. You hear them have a brief conversation somewhere above you, and then you hear a door scrape closed, and you hear the sound of boots sort of make their way back into this kind of prison complex. You don't see the guard themselves, but you get the sense that there is definitely at least one present in this area. You don't see them.
That I was going to have a go. I think that's something I could have a go at doing.
Good.
So you want to use your next knife to try and
I think
you know what? Go on.
I think it'd be easier actually. Are these what's the word? The manacles? Did I say that right? Sorry, I got stuck on the word. They are pickable? Are they pickable? Have they got like a little keyhole?
So the manacles themselves, you sort of inspect them, and there is a small little keyhole, kind of just on the section where the wrist clamp kind of meets the chain itself. Does look to be quite fiddly. You can certainly try it with your necklace. It is going to be a little bit harder than normal because you're not using the proper tool for the job.
Yeah, I want to see if I can get Alwyn's open because I think it'd be easier to try it on yours than mine.
Well, actually, do you want to do Brother Amos first? Because if it comes to punching anyone, he's better at punching without weapons.
Oh,
this is true.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, let's release those fists.
Release the fists. Right. So sorry. Are you attempting that, Della?
Yes, I will do that. Let's have a go.
Make a thievery check for me, please.
Okay.
As mentioned, this is quite a high DC. It's proper tools for it.
Okay, well, I rolled a 1, so I'm going to use my hero point and re-roll that.
On the plus side, if you break
sensible.
the dagger, then you can always just get another dagger.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I rolled a 4, so I got 15.
15. 15 is not a success, I'm afraid.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's not quite. You're sort of there wiggling it. You do get a decent bit of. You start to get a decent bit of leverage on the lock itself, and then dagger just kind of pings out of your hand and vanishes into mist.
Oh, if only I had my tools. I think this is going to be hard.
Try
I'll have a go at the. Yeah, I'll have a go at yours.
If mine are any easier.
Yeah. All right. I'll have a go at Alwyn's. I rolled a 5 for a 16.
Also a failure. This time, you're struggling even to get the dagger into this tiny little keyhole.
Oh, it's not working. All right. Well, I think I've lost more than just my senses. So.
To be fair, it's a bit of a discombobulating, disorienting thing to have happen to you. To suddenly find yourselves locked in a dungeon. Understand the pressure there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you could chip some ice.
Yeah, that I can do, I think. I mean, do I have to roll to hit the bucket?
I'm going to say no, that's absolutely fine.
Yes, I could do that.
It takes a bit of work, Della, but you are able to kind of break through the upper layer of ice on this bucket. And you do find that although there's sort of perhaps half an inch of ice on encrusting the top of this bucket, there is liquid water beneath it. If you care to drink it, it is given the circumstances, it's very, very, very refreshing. Wakes you up a little bit.
Well, Alwyn's going to cup
managed
his
to-
hands. He's going to carry it over towards Otto.
And then kick him.
Then he's going to turn and splash it over Chardonnay.
Okay, you splash it over Chardonnay. Chardonnay does not wake up.
Well, I suppose we'd better try with Otto as well. Yeah, and then I'll try it on Otto.
Otto also does not wake up.
I think it's probably a magical sleep that, yes, just needs to run its course.
You can make an
Okay.
Arcana check if you like.
I would like to make an Arcana if I may, even though it's -1.
No, you can make it.
I've got a 0.
Oh, I rolled a 19 for 18.
18. Yeah, easily
0
enough.
is better than me.
Even given your rudimentary knowledge of magic, Alwyn, you know that this is a spell known as sleep, which is a reasonably common kind of entry level spell, as it were. Lots of mages are versed in the use of sleep. However, with that roll, you also know that it can be quite powerful if it's cast by a particularly powerful spellcaster. It can be much more potent effect, which is what you presume you are seeing here with Otto and Chardonnay.
Right,
With that,
so-
do I know of any cures, remedies, protections from anything like that?
No, I mean, in terms of kind of what's happened to Otto and Chardonnay, you get the sense that, as you kind of said already, you have to. In this sense, it just has to run its course. You don't think they'll be asleep for too long? Perhaps an hour. You're not too sure.
Right, so it's the waiting game then. In the meantime, though, Deli, you can arm.
No, I cannot. Because, watch, and then I will grab a knife from my neck, and when I hand it to you, I believe it only lasts for 6 seconds, and then it will disappear.
As soon as it leaves Della's hand, it vanishes into a puff of smoke.
Now, Amy's saying 6 seconds. Dom's saying is it like literally immediate?
Oh, I thought it would last a turn.
I think
up
you
until my
can-
next turn.
I think you can use it to make a thrown attack. But generally speaking, as soon as it leaves your hand,
Yeah,
Oh, no,
it doesn't.
no,
I can't
actually-
give it to you.
actually, you are correct. It fades away one round after it leaves your hand. So yeah, you're right.
Right. So if it all kicks off, you could hand me a dagger, and then I can use it for. If I use it quickly.
Yeah, that might work. I think probably what's better is to come up with a plan. So we've got to be really far below everything. So it's going to be really hard to get out. So I think our plan has to wait until they come and get us.
Yes. What is the plan?
I don't know.
As you say this, Della, you sort of realise that actually you don't have a plan right now. You're going to have to do some serious thinking as to how you might get out of this. The three of you who are awake, you hear a hissing voice coming from inside, from somewhere in the darkness. There's no light in kind of outside this chamber. The ice around the side of the cage seems to be glowing a faint blue light, so you've got enough to kind of see yourselves and see the inside of the side of the cage. Can't really see much beyond it. And from the darkness, you hear a voice calling out in general direction. Psst! Hey, over here! And that is where we end for tonight, folks.
Oh,
Plan happens to us.
Oh, man.
Tales from the 20 Side is a Feeble Films production in association with Juicy Falls, music by Nazar Ryback from hooksounds.com, editing by Stu Jackson. Find us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram by searching Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com.
Do you know what? I know first edition sleep was ridiculously overpowered as a spell, wasn't it, Dom?
Yes. Well, also, you might also be thinking of the Slumber Hex, which I had as Tigress. And that just ended encounters as soon as I used it. Witches were obscenely powerful in first edition, and they have been very much nerfed in second edition, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
You wouldn't think so at the moment. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, when you all roll that badly on your will saves, there's not much I can do about it, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I did not.
That was a good roll for me. That was I rolled. What did I get? A 23. So yeah, I rolled an 11. That's quite good.